Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lipsy, and today I'll be showing you the process of the commission that I did for Herpy Derp Perv. He's a watcher in my DeviantArt, and he's also part of my Patreon, which I guess I'll promote a little bit. If you want to see early works on my stuff, or early speed paints, or pictures I'm not really gonna post anywhere else, you can go there. Up to $1, and that's it. If that's like really your option. Anyway, so on with the commission. Basically what the commission is that they wanted the character Femi to be on a mission, and her mission was to capture a group of the enemies, and the enemies thought that they can actually get her weapon away from her, so they can actually either escape or capture her. But instead of grabbing the weapon, which was a gun, by the way, they grabbed the gun's holster belt and pulled it down and revealed her her back goods. And she realizes and slowly turned her head around to give him one last glimpse of life, I guess, before she kills him. Oh, to the point where they won't be able to walk ever again, or move at all. Not sure she actually killed him or not. Either way, it wasn't a good ending for the enemies. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna before I go on with the commentary on this, I'm gonna say what programs that I use. I use Paint Tool Sci, Hit Film Express, Illustrator, and Bandicam. Now then, with this one, Femi was... I was already familiar to draw with Femi, but the thing is, this time, apparently she had a tattoo, which I forgot she actually had. Well, I didn't have to draw in the last commission. It's actually on her butt, so I couldn't really could if I wanted to. But anyway, so basically, the client says that he wanted to show her tattoo that was on her butt, but he didn't really have much of a design for it. So he told me, hey, go wild on it. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I could have just given a regular black skull, but to me it needed more. So what I did is that I actually got a flower around it, but instead of putting the whole X skull thing, whatever, I decided to put the flower on her eye and a couple vines twisted around the skull, and 4 little leaves sticking out of the skull instead of a crossbone thing. I did color it in Adobe Illustrator, but it seemed too rough. It didn't look right, and there was also some white lines outside of it, and it didn't look right to me. So I didn't record in this part, but outside of recording, I just took all the color out and exported it as lines, just like the rest of it. And the picture turned out nice. Obviously it was actually it stayed like very flat, and I was gonna put a little curve around it in perspective and Photoshop. So first I would actually draw the image and then color it in Photoshop, and then put it into perspective and put a little curve to it, as you would see on most tattoos. And yeah, another thing is that it was very late in the commission, and I was about to record it too, but for some reason Bandicam decided to be a little bitch and freak out, so I had to fix that. It was a quick fix. I just uninstalled it and then reinstalled it. But anyway, apparently there was a background in here that was that they were in a location or something, and it was very late in the commission. But unfortunately, I didn't really get to record it. There were 2 backgrounds. There was one that was like a lower upper panel thing, but it didn't work out, so I did what was it called? Fisheye view, yeah. It's when you're looking from down the bottom of your from the image and then looking up. It was kind of tricky, but I managed to do it. And yeah, I actually like this one. This one actually not taught me, but like it gave me a chance to practice on my perspective drawings. And I pushed forward, but you know, I managed to get it. It took a couple of hours, but I got it. I guess the other challenge to this was that I had to actually draw the back of her head with the hair, because I drew her in the front before, but this time I had to make, you know, somehow make the back hair and and her actual head, you know, not look, you know, too weird or something. But I figured out the pose. It was pretty good. I think the favorite parts out of this entire speed paint was, I think, coloring Femi with the perspective. I had to mess with some shades, some color blendings. I like the little coloring in her eye did, and then her shine butt thing. I don't get to do that very often, so it was nice to do that with Femi. Probably I should do that with the rest of my characters when I do this kind of stuff. Then again, I don't really draw my characters lewd very often. It's like every once in a while. And yeah, so that's pretty much my thoughts on this commission. It was a little tricky when it came to the hair, but I got it. I guess I'll talk a little bit what's going on in my life. So Lausanne, the what's it called? California is slowly opening up, but you know, there are restrictions. There are places where you can only do curve pickup, like some restaurants. Some restaurants are still open, but they won't let you dine in, as they should, because you know, don't be fucking stupid and get near you be in an area and you don't infect others and shit. Or certain stores are doing that as well. Like Best Buy is doing that. The art store that I go to has been doing that. Dick Blick. They have curve pickup, but it's kind of weird. I still haven't really tried that kind of stuff yet. I think Michael's is doing the same thing, but I'm not too sure. The comic book store I go to is doing curve pickup, but they do plan on doing delivery, which I plan to do instead. I don't really want to go outside that often, especially since I don't really have a car. I actually have to walk around or use public transportation, which kind of sucked because I've been starting to like to go outside again. But you know, I'd rather be inside and not get infected than to get infected and then infect everyone else in my family, especially since I have little kids in here and I've been seeing the news for what's been going on with them regarding with the virus, and I don't want my nephews to go through that shit, or my little sister. So I'll stay inside. I got art stuff here. I don't really mind it. I think I am actually gonna get my new computer around this week, or actually, I'm sorry, it's gonna be next week, because I just realized I have other stuff to do this weekend, and I think I'm gonna put it down for delivery, or yeah, probably delivery, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the whole curve pickup, and which is, I guess I'm hoping to be on time for my birthday, which is actually next Friday. I'm also planning to buy a bunch of art supplies with online shopping because it's a lot safer. And yeah, I was actually planning on ordering a bunch of Copics, but apparently the company that's in charge of the whole Copic things, they were designing the bottles of it, so most of the refills I've been wanting to get are out of stock because people already bought them all, and they're not planning to restock until they got the bottles ready to go. And yeah, I've seen the bottles. They're actually quite nice, though I think, and this is my perspective, I don't think it's true, I think they decreased the amount of ink you would get from each bottle. And if that is true, I'm hoping at least it would at least decrease the price for it. I'm hoping, but you know, companies like this is probably not. They probably not going to. But who knows? Maybe it could be like the same regular size. Maybe they will decrease it if it is a decreased amount. I won't know until, you know, the actual thing comes out. Either way, I'll still buy them. Copics are one of my favorite traditional mediums to work with. I do plan on buying myself a chair because working on my computer has been messing with my back. What else? Oh, I'm also redesigning my dog's area, which is outside. I'm gonna have to get him a new dog house. I've been saving up for one for them, and I think I got enough for it. Yeah, I should be having enough. I want them to get a new area in their house for summer, especially places for them to cool down. Whenever it's too hot, usually they would just come inside my house and just stay in a little room. But I don't want them to, like, you know, stay there all the time. They have to go outside and, you know, run around a bit and do their business. So I'm gonna do that. My guinea pig's gonna get a new housing too. And it seems the video is about to end here. So thank you so much for staying for this long. Hopefully you guys are being safe and, you know, disinfecting yourselves if you go out, making sure you're clean, putting your masks and stuff. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more of it in the future, you can subscribe if you want. Again, I have a Patreon if you want to support the kind of stuff that I do. If not, please at least stay safe while going outside or doing any essential things. And yeah, I think that's all I got for today. So I'll see you guys in the next Speedpaint video. Bye bye.